Do not make this mistake. This is how you should shortlist your universities. Now, if you are in this video, there are high chances that you might be preparing for your GRE or even planning for your journey to study abroad and thinking, how do I shortlist my universities? If this is you, this video is for you only, because in this video I am going to break down all the key factors that you should consider before shortlisting your universities. So stick till the end to make sure that you do not miss any. Before that, let me share a 32-second story with you. Sneha decided to study abroad. Now, as a normal Indian person would do, she started discussing this with her parents, relatives, friends, and asked for recommendations of the good and best universities. She applied to all these top universities, spent hundreds of dollars for their application fees, and none of them actually came out to be suitable for her. Do not be Sneha. Shortlisting your universities based on other people's recommendations is the worst thing you could do for your career. So I am going to share 6 important factors that you must consider before shortlisting your universities. The first one being, decide to your course first. I've seen a lot of students make this blunder. In order to get into their favorite universities, they start to compromise on the courses. So many students start by looking at the university rankings, but believe me, that is not where you begin. You need to start with asking yourself the right questions. Like, what is the course that I want to study? What specialization am I interested in? Because universities offer different mix of subjects and research work for the same course. For example, MS in computer engineering in one university is going to be totally different from the same course in another university. The research focus, opportunities, faculty, everything is going to vary. So always start with the course that you want to pursue. And yes, if you have got any confusion related to the courses as well, I am linking this video to the another one in which I am telling you worst courses that you do not have to take if you want to study in UK. The second factor is check sync with your profile. You need to make sure that your profile aligns with the university's requirements. This is where many of the students either get in or get stuck. For this, simply hop onto the university's website, answer these basic questions. Do you meet the GPA requirements? Does your undergrad meet the perquisites required for the course you want to study? If you're switching your fields, do you have the necessary background? And don't forget about your test scores like GRE, GMAT or TOEFL. Do you meet the minimum score? Or do the university offer any waiver on these test scores? Make sure that your existing stats are in sync with the university requirements, because you do not want to apply anywhere only to find out later that you do not meet the basic requirements to be in that university. If you're confused, our experts at Abroademy will make sure that you are choosing the right courses while applying to the universities where your selection rate is really high. And do you know what the best part is? The consultation is absolutely free. So register at the link given in the description. Third factor, career opportunities. Now let's talk about the real game, your career. Now, as an international student, you are just not looking for a degree. Rather, you are looking for a university which can set you up for better opportunities in jobs, internships, and your overall career. For example, if you are into automobile engineering, Detroit is the place where you can get the best opportunities, because that is the automobile capital of the world. So maybe looking for universities in Michigan would make sense. And of course, do not forget to check the ROI or the salary that you are going to get after you pursue that particular course from that particular university. The next factor that you need to consider is expenses, of course. Yeah, I know, you might have seen the fee part, of course. Everyone looks at the tuition fee. But what about the rest of the expenses? The accommodation, travel, rent, food, transportation, books, supplies, and the other living costs. All of these might add up really fast, especially if you decide to live in cities like New York or Boston. as compared to the ones like Houston. Now, the pro tip here is that make sure you talk to either your seniors or your alumni to get an estimate of the exact cost that you might have to incur. And don't forget to explore scholarships or part time jobs that you can pursue along with your degree to manage your expenses. Now, the fifth point is something that no one else is going to say. Do not just focus on university rankings. Now, you would be like, what? Isn't that the most important thing? No. You should also consider departmental rankings of a particular university before getting into a particular course. It is more important to get into a university where your department is highly ranked, even if the overall university ranking is a bit lower. There are so many hidden gems that often get neglected just because the students only look at the overall rankings. Do not be that person. The last tip might sound a bit funny. Yeah, check the weather. Yes, I'm serious. Weather matters more than you even think. For example, Minnesota is really amazing for supply chain management students. But the temperatures go up to minus 10 degrees Celsius. And if you are someone who cannot thrive in such temperature, your overall experience would be impacted. You need to be comfortable in the place where you are going to live for the next few years. So always consider what kind of climate you would be comfortable staying in, or at least you would be comfortably able to bear. So there you have it. 6 factors that you need to consider. Choose your course first. Make sure the university fits your profile. Check out career opportunities. Make a budget for tuition and living expenses both. Focus on departmental rankings and not just university rankings. And last but not the least, make sure that the climate is adaptable for you. Now, what if I tell you you can literally skip all these steps and still find your perfect university shortlist? Yes, we at Abroademy have helped hundreds and thousands of students move abroad and pursue their favorite courses in the right universities. Skip hours of Googling and research by just registering at the link given in the description. The call is absolutely free. If you find this video useful, do not forget to like this video, share with the friends who might be interested into this. And yes, if you have got any more questions, make sure that you drop them in the comments because we'll definitely address them for you in our later videos.